So when Chesley asked me to put together some videos about Dan, I thought it might be a great idea, a way to hear from people about how they felt about Dan and how amazing he was. And I've heard so many great, awesome things today. And I've cried through most people's interviews, and it's been really special to me getting to hear how he's affected their lives. And Dan, it's really awesome because I lived in Hollywood for 7 years, and then I moved home to Louisiana, and I met a lot of producers when I lived out there, but I never got to meet somebody who was this down to earth and this kind to everybody that he met. It didn't matter if you were maybe just starting an acting career, or maybe you had never landed anything before, or maybe you had achieved some great things. He treated everybody equal, and he was always willing to joke with you or have fun with you or go to dinner with you or go to coffee with you. And he just had this way about him that made me feel so accepted and loved. And I felt like he cared not only about me as as an actress or someone who was attempting to make movies, but just somebody who just really cared about anything I brought up. If I was feeling sad or upset about something, he was always just an ear, ready to listen. And, he loved Aaron and I, my husband, in a really cool way. He once said that we were like children to him, and I thought that was really cool because sometimes if people don't have kids and you get to be that and you get to kind of love on each other in that way, it's just really special because my husband and I don't have kids as of right now. And so I just kind of felt like he was so special in that way to me because I saw how he was able to lead and be a father to so many young people who needed a father. And I saw how he would just kind of reach out to certain young people and kind of put a hand on their shoulder and say, I got your back. I think you're amazing. You should be a leading lady. You should be doing great things. And for me, he said I should focus on directing, which is funny, which I always thought was funny. But he really was able to see in people their strengths and call them out and say, you're really great at this particular thing. And I love that about him. He also put in me a certain kind of respect for old cinema. I think his Facebook page is one of those places you could go to film school. You could literally get on his Facebook page and just start scrolling and start watching the movies that he posted about and consider it film school. Because I've never seen anybody reference so many different types of cinema, so many different actors, so many different filmmakers, and just make it seem like he knew about the special intricacies of that movie and why it was so special and so unique. And he would do these still frames from the movie, so it made you feel like you're getting a little window into what he was talking about. He loved Elizabeth Taylor. He loved all the great old actresses, and he would post pictures of them and write inspiring words about how beautiful they were inside and out. And I just thought he represented old Hollywood in a way. He was keeping it alive for all of us young bucks who thought we knew what we were talking about, acting for a few days or whatever. He really had this respect for old Hollywood, and he was keeping it alive. And kind of inspiring us to get with the program and see what these older filmmakers had to say. So that is something that's going to stick with me. I kind of wanted to curl up in a ball tonight and just watch about 20 old movies and think about him, and I think I'll do that a lot. I think I need to sit down and educate myself. He also would tell funny stories about how he had a job when he was young where he had to change the tape over with the film. And he ran a theater, and he had to actually run between theaters and change the tape and then run between the other one. And he said that's how he got educated about old cinema and film and things like that. That's where he fell in love with film. This was a lifetime affair with film. This was not a passing by or I think I want to try it or anything. This was an obsession and a lifetime of education that started when he was really young, and a fascination with making great film. And so I felt so privileged because I got to go to the premiere of The Most Peculiar Man in Los Angeles, like not that long ago. I think it was in August of last year, or maybe September. And I felt so honored to be sitting in the audience because that short film is epic. And I think it could win an Oscar if it got into the running or anything, because it's about a Holocaust survivor and it's so beautiful and it's so stunning. The cinematography is so stunning. The aerial photography is so stunning. He had this beautiful Jewish man and actor. It was just gorgeous to listen to and tell the story. And I think he knew what beauty looked like on camera, and he was able to like personify it with the way he cast and the way he created these great pictures. And I will look up to him. And I was telling Jason Allen tonight, I said, I'm going to be great because of Dan Ireland. He inspired me to be better than I have been doing so far. And I feel like I've achieved small milestones in my filmmaking career, but I think he believed in me to make something great, and I won't settle for anything less, and I'm going to keep striving to be better because of him. And I think he wanted all of us to be great. He didn't want us to be mediocre, including in the festival that we worked on together, Louisiana International Film Festival. He really wanted the festival to be this amazing experience for people from Baton Rouge, to experience film that they maybe would not get to see unless we brought it to the cinema. So I really can't say enough about Dan. When I think about him, he puts a smile on my face. I'm going to watch this karaoke video that we have of him singing Summer Wind. It's like this awesome video of him and Andrew Vogel singing Summer Wind. And it's actually the same song as he uses at the end of his Most Peculiar Man. And I'm going to listen to it probably 400 times in the next year just because it makes me laugh, it makes me think of him, and makes me think of the fun memories we had. And, I didn't know him for that long. I only knew him for about 4 years, but I felt it was such a treasure to get to know him. And I just feel so blessed. And I've cried a bunch of tears over this weekend, and I've looked back at my last text with him a bunch, and I will think about him, and I will save those texts, and it will be special to me forever. He did like a lot of turkey burgers, so every time I eat a turkey burger, I'll think of him. Love me some Dan Ireland. What an awesome, awesome guy, and a dream. I won't get to work with him, but I will strive to be like him.